the evidence against Rolf Harris was clearly overwhelming, and my immediate reaction, working for NAPAC that supports survivors of abuse, is that my heart goes out to those victims who have been put through weeks of agony, having to go before a court and bare their souls. So clearly the jury has come to the right verdict, and we will await to see what the judge passes sentence on Friday. But I hope and pray that his victims are now able to move on in some way with their lives, because often it is the victims who tend to be the forgotten ones, particularly when we are discussing a so-called celebrity. And of course, they don't come much bigger than Rolf Harris. We grew up watching Rolf, loving Rolf. He was most definitely an icon, and this must be a devastating blow to many people, but nothing compared to the devastation that he caused to his victims when they were very young.
He was someone you met when he was at the height of his powers, and he took an interest in your charity. Tell us about that.
Somebody had mentioned that Rolf Harris would be great for the charity. You know, we always struggle both with resources and to get sort of celebrity support. We're not a cosy cause, if you like. People would rather support animal charities or children, understandably. But I bumped into Rolf at a function in Parliament and had a little natter with him and gave him my business card, and he expressed an interest and sort of, good on you, mate, and off he went. And the next day I got a call from his PA. And at first I thought she was going to say, Rolf would like to help you, and I would have jumped up and down. But it was actually to say, you know, he wishes you well, he's too busy to become involved, but loves what you're doing and sends his very best wishes. Thank God that was all it was, Matt.
Just briefly, Pete, as you said at the start there, the most difficult thing in all this is for the victims to come forward. Yeah. Of course, it is something that will plague them for their whole lives, and I'm sure you realise that in the work that you do. But is something like this, is a conviction a way of giving them some sort of closure?
Closure, I would say it's a help, it's a step in the right direction towards healing. As you say, whether we will ever forget about what happened to us, whether his victims, I doubt they will ever forget. But this is a significant, you know, so this is society acknowledging this dreadful, dreadful crime, and more people, thank goodness, are coming forward, are making contact with NAPAC. And if they have concerns about a child, you know, go to the police, go to social services. Victims of this kind of crime, please get in touch with NAPAC. We exist to support them.